Welcome to Shay-D Acres Farm. This is our garage and it's a mess, but you know that because you're here taking care of our animals and I want to thank you. I am going to show you what we do on a daily basis to care for our animals, and I want to thank you for giving us a break and letting us take a vacation. Thank you. All right, first off, this is our goat mixture. It's labeled goat. I always put the goat mixtures in these containers, and we have a whole shelf of them, which I will show you. Next, pig containers. We have two separate pig containers. They're both about this size. One's round, one's square. Same thing, just had different containers. It's a mixture of 3 different feeds, and I'll list the different feeds just in case something happens and you have to feed them for longer than we have the containers worth. But this is sweet feed, which is a horse feed, corn, and ewe and ram. And that is for the goats. Now this container right here is divided between both goats for one meal. So during the day, you'll have one for morning and one for night. The pigs, on the other hand, this is how many they'll get during the day. We have 2 pigs. Each one gets a container in the morning. Each one gets a container at night. We have to place the ingredients here into another bowl and fill probably about 4 cups of water in each bowl and just let it soak as we're walking out there. We don't put the water in these containers because that would be a lot of containers to clean. By dumping them in 2 main containers that we use, it's a lot easier to maintain. So that is our pig food. Again, each one of these is a single serving for a pig, AM, PM. But these get divided between the 2 goats. And you just do the best you can. They will steal from each other, so it doesn't really matter if you get it right. But as long as each one has some in their bowl, and you want to shake them up before you put them in there, that way they have a mixture of all of it. Let me show you here. This is our shelf. You can tell the goats' food are in the old cat treat, and the pig food, ignore the background noise please, we have company. The pig food is in the round containers and the square containers down here, and they should say pig. If they don't, you can go to another one that says it, but if it's in this container, it's pig. If it's in this container, it's goats. Then we also have cat food, and here is cat. What we do is we fill up one of these. This is its own container, has a label, cat food. We reuse this one. All we do is every morning we fill this up, and you might not end up putting all of it out there, but you fill 3 different bowls for the cats outdoors, and then some in the kitchen. So, and it's stored in this container over by the shelves. You do have to fill that every morning, but these should be ready to go. You just put these, of course, in the other containers and add the water, and these are ready to go. You don't add water to the goats. They don't like water. The bag that is in this container is black. You look inside and you see chicken feed, but it's actually starter feed for baby chicks. You'll want to fill one of the actual cat treat containers, these right here. You'll have some empty ones that say baby chick on them. You want to fill those. There should be 2 of them, and that way you can fill the mason jars in the separate coops. Now, there should only be 1 mama with chickens, and the second one that might hatch before we're back. The third one, you should be able to give just the pellets without chick feed unless you start seeing chicks hatching. Then they'll need some chick feed. Okay, here are the goldfish. They get fed in the morning and at night. Here's the pellets. They get a pinch of this and a pinch of the flakes because they're spoiled and they like a little of both. Don't let them fool you. They have already had their food. They're just standing at their place. What I do for my indoor cats, yes, they're spoiled. I take the Shiba and I break it in half. Morning and night. In the morning, I put half on each plate. Sometimes I have to set it outside the door because Lily will be out there. Earl should be indoors. This is Earl Grey. And sometimes they'll go eat each other's food. And these are the treats that I'll have bagged up for you. I will have some bags over here for the indoor cats. One bag divided between the two. And then I'll have some bags over there for the outdoor cats. One bag divided between the three. Here's the fish. So what I do before I go out is I feed the indoor cats and I feed the fish. The fish are gonna get just a tiny pinch of that. Yes, they're spoiled too. And a teeny tiny pinch of this. Just a few. Twice a day. The reason I do both is because I've watched and one of them prefers the pellet food compared to the flake. So there they go. Once they get that fed, we'll come over here and we'll make sure and put our water in our pig food. It's the hardest part to remember. Get that water in the pig food. If you don't, you can always dip some out of the goat water out there and just give it a few minutes to soak in. Got some potatoes up there I'm trying to make go to seed. There we go. Doesn't have to be that much. We just want to moisten that so they're not eating. Just want to moisten that so they're not eating extremely dry grain. They can eat it, so if you forget, not a big deal. In the winter I do hot water, and in the summer I do cool water into it. So you don't really need the warmed up unless it's pretty cold. But it's not even needed. I went ahead and poured some treats in this cup. Haven't got the baggies made yet. Then we have our goat food, and I placed the goat treats on top. What I'll do is when I open it, I'll pull those out, divide them between the two, and then give them their grain. I'm going to give that a shake before you pour their grain out. Alrighty guys, as you can tell, Lily's wanting to go back out. Earl thinks he's going out. He does get out sometimes, but he's not that great at coming back. And since I have to catch him, I try not to let him out. It's kind of a hassle. Now, everything should be well watered because the rain, I mean, if you see something, this is just grass in here, and I've got some strawberry seeds. So, this is for if you're watching the animals. June of 2021. Brad, thank you. My brother-in-law. These are potatoes. Now, don't worry about them if they look like they're starting to wilt or something. They are getting to the end and they start blooming and stuff. These two at the end, though, are just beginning, so if they look wilty, you can go ahead and water those. Not a big deal, though. These are our carrots down here. That's a leaf. And they've got a long ways to go. We just leave those. They were just an afterthought. With some catmint. Cats don't really care for it. Go figure. We got some strawberries. You see a red one? Pick it. Eat it. We got our tomatoes. Shouldn't have any red ones while we're gone. They're still growing. We've got beans down in here too. See, there's the tomato right. Where'd you go? There it is. But they are large tomatoes, so they shouldn't be ready anytime soon. We also have some grass in here, but I also have a few bean plants. So, like I said, don't worry about the plants. They've been drowning for weeks. We're only gonna be gone a week. The indoor plants, I've got them watered. They're good for a week. You don't have to worry about the roosters. You don't have to worry about the roosters. The one that actually bit, he's no longer with us. This is his son, and he is very gentle. His other son disappeared. The roosters are loose. We have 7 loose roosters, and they like to perch right above the door. Watch your head. There's Mochaccino. That's Oliver's son. We have the triplets over here. And the white one. The white one, I'm sorry. Haven't named him yet. Pretty boy. Because you are a pretty boy. Then we have our hens. These are our laying hens. We do not want them out of this gate. Whatever kind of noise you have to make going in, don't let them escape, because the roosters will go after them. There's a net right there. And leaning up against inside that building. If you need to catch the chickens, just be gentle, but you might need the net to catch them. See the spurs on that guy? That's Yancey, our main rooster. He stays in the coop with the females. He's our only rooster in there. During the day, if you get bored, you just want to give them a treat. Come on in here. Watch your step. It is slippery. And watch your head, because, yeah. He likes to walk above you, and I don't know if he'll poop on you, but he doesn't hurt you. He's just looking for food. Just wants a treat. And he gets attacked by the others, is why he stays up there. So, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to throw it up. Pretty boy got some up there. Hen's got some here. Rooster's got some there. Done. Let's go give Mama Hen over here. Now this is one that's actually hatched. Hopefully the hens that are trying to hatch right now, hopefully they wait. They're due to hatch the day we come back. Let me show you this latch. Bungee goes over this way, latch, stay on there, over this way, and latch. Crisscrosses over it. Normally it stays through it. It's just so raccoons don't try to turn it. Yes, they've tried. Okay, we're gonna lift this up. Look in here. Careful, she may fly out. If I were you, I wouldn't lift this unless the chickens were actually put up. You can lift it up a little bit to pour something in there, but I wouldn't lift it this high because she's getting to where she might try to fly out. And they still need her warmth. If that door is closed in the mornings, I'll show you how to close this in a little bit and open it back up. The babies have chick feed right there and a water over there. Ends up with wood chips in it a lot. I give mama some water there. I put it up higher so the babies can't drown. We've got 5 baby chicks and mama, which is Madeline. And I just keep the baby chick feed over here. Unless something comes and eats it, then I'll start locking it up. Yes, they will chew through the container. We have the hens water, which I'm going to put a larger container in here. This container is going out for the roosters, and they're getting a 7-gallon by the time you're watching this. Hi. Okay. We have the feed over here. This is what you feed them. You give 2 scoops to the hens, half a scoop to the mama, half a scoop to the other mamas. I'll show you them. 1 scoop to the roosters. Just walk around and put it in a few places. Will you quit standing over my head? Hold on. Sometimes I give them a little extra. Okay, most of the time. Feed is going up, so we're a little less lenient on that like I used to be. So I want to be able to have enough to make it through. Okay. This right here is our other 2 mamas. They've already rolled an egg out. Nice. I had to move the broodies because if they hatch in their nest boxes, the babies just fall behind them and die and stuff. So let's see if they... Okay. You can see they've broken an egg open. They've pushed an egg to the side. This happens. They're rejecting some. I'm gonna have to put a board over there so they don't push any more out. No, don't. I'm putting it under you. I don't know if these are gonna make it because she's done a few things. Stayed off of them for a few hours. I thought that was totally a killer, but it's not. That is actually still a bit warm, so that just fell out. There. I will get you a board so you don't have to worry about them falling out. So, this is the food and water for them. I got the board blocking the door. That'll keep the eggs from rolling out. Plus, we want to keep the babies in there if they show up early. The reason I'm putting that other water container out here is because all we have are these bowls. And they get knocked over. Oh, I'm out of breath. Okay. I'll do some editing so this isn't very long. Might be a bit choppy. Hoping you're doing a better video, but vacation sneaks up on me. This is Tanner, and Tiger just ran off. He'll come in the other door. There he is. There's Tiger. And we've got a black and white one named BW. Okay. This is their water bowl. These two. These two are their food bowl. And then I pour some over here because I need to clean out their other bowl, but probably won't get to it. All we're going to do with the treats is make a little line of them. Serena has the horns. Huck does not. And they're both lovey-dovey. Yes, they are. Watch your horns, though. It's Frankenstein. Now, if I set the bucket here, sometimes he will come get it, sometimes he won't. Just watch him. Okay, let's go in here to the goats. The goats' bowls are inside. If they act like they can't get in here because it's too muddy, ignore them. They're lying. One, 2, 3, 4, and I got a half of them. Okay. We're gonna pour half in there, half in there. About. They'll eat out of each other's bowls. Don't worry about it. These two, though, are you sitting for dinner? Are you sitting for dinner? Good boy. Frankenstein is notorious for stealing Patch's food. What I've gotten used to, standing right here after I feed him, you just tell him no, and he will stop trying to run around there. Most of the time. Yeah. Sometimes if you don't feed him first, he'll follow you over there and just start eating Patch's food anyway, so. My husband, he can feed Patch, come over and feed Frankie, and Frankie's sitting there waiting. Okay, I'm gonna feed Patch. This is Patch's. You might every once in a while see blood on his side or something like that. He has got dry skin, so he scratches it till he bleeds. We're working on it, but he's doing a lot better. So he's gonna sit there and eat. You don't have to stand in the mud, but if you put the bucket there. Hi, BW. If you forget the cat treats for some reason, there's usually some emergency in here. Not a whole lot, but enough you don't get in trouble next time you come out here. Water jugs right here. They should be both full sitting up here or on the ground. And you just dump that out every once in a while because the raccoons will wash their hands in it and refill them. Even if there's water in it, sometimes it gets too nasty. So it doesn't have to be every time you come out here. Probably once a day. Alright. Putting the chickens up. First note. You got the roosters above you, so when you shut and lock that door, just turn that handle right there. Watch your head. There's babies. And she should stay down there. Can't guarantee anything. Lift this high enough, and then you can latch it with the spongy back behind it so it doesn't come down on your head. Or just push it up underneath the chicken wire. This will hurt really bad when it lands on your head. Really bad. Okay. You can find a outdoor broom. Please don't use my house broom. And just pull the wood chips back. What she's done is gone through and look for grubs and stuff like that. Okay. That way, when we pull this wire, it should close. See what we got. And come on. Wrap it around this screw over here. Careful, it's sharp right here. This is mainly because if something breaks through this wire, at night, she is secured in this box with just a little tiny wire up here. Just another defense to keep them safe at night. I like it to sit flush. I'm gonna have to do some more digging out to make that happen, because sometimes the snake can get up in there, and snakes love baby chicks. Not in the way we want. So, there we go. At night, oops, I go ahead and get the wood chips out of there in case I want something to drink before I get up in the morning. I'll spill Mama's water out. I'll replace that, pour her some more water. And if you tip this on its side, get those wood chips off the top. If they want to come eat before I get up. Sometimes she snacks. Now, she can bite your hand if she doesn't want you messing with her chicks, but, and you'll notice little tree roaches running around in here. She'll eat them. Okay. Let's check those chicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that 5th one. There we go. Okay, I'm sorry. Back you go. The reason I do that is because I don't want to accidentally leave an injured chick in this area at night, because they'll just die. If she's accidentally raked them over, I want to make sure all 5 of them are still in there. Depending on when you're watching the farm, you might not have baby chicks. But it is June 1st, 2021. And we do. And we have more on the way, hopefully. Grab our flashlight. This is the water we use. I didn't put any more in the mama's. She can drink out of the baby's. It's not a big deal as long as they have something available. I'm gonna have to fill this back up in the morning. Just kind of tip it aside. It does come out of there, but be careful with it because it's extremely expensive. Yeah, this stupid little jug. Not stupid. Don't break on me. Tip it to the side to get that hay out of there. And how you fill it is you put this cap on there, then you open the top, fill it up, put the top back on, move the cap back up here. This just holds the cap, because getting a replacement, that's why they give you that spot to hold it, because good luck getting a replacement cap. No, they make them. Just don't want to pay for them. Alright, again, watch your footing. It gets really slippery in here.